She's bidding for a 5th world title, and she's going to do it. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce.
Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce just made a surprising revelation after a private meeting with Usain Bolt, leaving the athletics world stunned. Known for her dominance in the 100 meters, Fraser-Pryce has always been a respected figure in track and field, but what she shared following her meeting with Bolt has fans and media eager to understand what's next for the sport. What was discussed behind closed doors, and what does it mean for the future of sprinting? Let's break it down. For decades, the names of Usain Bolt and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce have become intertwined in the annals of track and field history, not just as two of the fastest people ever, but as legendary athletes whose careers have captured the imagination of millions. But beyond their on-track feats, both athletes have also shared a deep respect for each other. However, it was a recent revelation by Fraser-Pryce that caught everyone by surprise. In what has been described as a private meeting between two of the greatest sprinters of all time, Usain Bolt recently lavished praise on Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, calling her a legend and acknowledging her immense contributions to Jamaican athletics. It's no secret that Bolt and Fraser-Pryce have always held each other in high regard. However, it was in a candid conversation where Bolt went beyond the typical praise, delving deep into the essence of Fraser-Pryce's career and legacy. Bolt, who retired in 2017, reminisced about their shared time in the sport, reflecting on the incredible longevity of Shelly-Ann's career. Despite the challenges of age and competition, Fraser-Pryce continued to dominate well into her 30s, a feat that Bolt himself admits he was surprised by. "She's a legend for me," Bolt said, referring to Fraser-Pryce's unparalleled career. "She's done so much for the sport in general and for Jamaica. Honestly, she proved that I probably could have gone a little bit longer." Fraser-Pryce, at 38 years old, became the oldest ever to win a 100-meter title at the World Championships in 2022, a testament to her resilience. The longevity of her career, especially after becoming a mother and overcoming injuries, has made her one of the most remarkable athletes in track and field history. A key part of the meeting between the two legends was focused on the mental and physical hurdles that Fraser-Pryce overcame to continue competing at the highest level. Bolt was quick to highlight her return to top form after she took time off to start a family. "I've said it to her like, come on, why do you keep doing this?" Bolt teased, but it was clear he admired her unshakable determination. "But she keeps proving that she's still at the top. She's so resilient. She went away, had a child, came back, and won again. That, for me, is just incredible." Fraser-Pryce, whose career has spanned more than 15 years, made a comeback after the birth of her son, Zion, in 2017, and returned to elite-level competition faster than anyone could have imagined. In fact, many critics thought her career might be over after she became a mother, but Fraser-Pryce defied expectations, using motherhood as fuel for a powerful resurgence in the sport. One of the most significant aspects that Bolt highlighted during the conversation was Fraser-Pryce's mental fortitude. Despite facing injury, age, and personal challenges, she continued to find ways to perform at a level that no one expected. "She shows that when you have strength and fortitude, and you truly believe in yourself, anything is possible," Bolt said. "That's something I really admire about her." This mental resilience has not only allowed Fraser-Pryce to continue competing, but also to keep improving. Even in 2023, after dealing with injuries, she came out and won a world bronze medal in the 100 meters, further solidifying her legendary status. For Fraser-Pryce, the praise from Bolt was overwhelming, but in typical fashion, she kept her humility at the forefront of the conversation. Shelly-Ann has always been a beacon of focus, discipline, and dedication. Despite achieving record-breaking feats from her 5 World Championship golds in the 100 meters to her historic performances at the Olympics, she remains grounded and focused on giving back to the sport that gave her so much. "I don't pay much attention to where I fall in history," Fraser-Pryce revealed. "When I decide to leave the sport, I want to leave it better than I saw it. I want to make sure that other young athletes can see that you need to work hard, stay humble, and stay focused, and the sky is the limit." Shelly-Ann's impact, however, goes far beyond her gold medals. As one of the most decorated athletes in sprinting history, she has influenced generations of athletes both in Jamaica and around the world, especially young women who look up to her for her determination and belief in herself. For any athlete, a seal of approval from Usain Bolt is the ultimate recognition. Bolt's influence on the track and field world is unparalleled, and when he speaks about another athlete with such admiration, it carries significant weight. I remember seeing her last race in Jamaica. Bolt recalled referring to Fraser-Pryce's emotional final appearance in her home country. I told her, "Listen, pack it up now and come hang out with me." But honestly, I'm just happy to see her finish on such a high. I'm proud, and I'm glad I got to be in the stadium to witness it. Fraser-Pryce's final moments on the track were filled with emotion, both for her and for those who had watched her career unfold over the years. She has been a part of Jamaica's sprinting success for nearly 2 decades, and her impact will continue to be felt for years to come. While the athletic world may have bid farewell to Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in 2025 after the World Championships, her influence isn't going anywhere. As she transitions from competing to advocating for young athletes, particularly women in sports, her legacy remains secure. Shelly-Ann has already begun focusing on mentorship and community development, giving back to the next generation of athletes through her foundation, the Pocket Rocket Foundation, which supports young female athletes in Jamaica. Beyond the track, Shelly-Ann has also ventured into business and philanthropy, empowering women and athletes around the world. She recently launched a mentorship program and a series of health initiatives that aim to inspire women, particularly mothers, to pursue their dreams without fear of limitations. This new chapter represents a shift from the competitive athlete to a global ambassador for change. As Usain Bolt himself has said, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce is a legend, but more than that, she's an icon who has influenced the world of athletics in ways that few others can. From the humble beginnings in Jamaica to global recognition, her journey has inspired millions. And now, with her retirement from professional competition, it's clear that Shelly-Ann's impact will transcend the track and continue to shape the future of athletics for generations to come. The bombshell revelation about her meeting with Bolt isn't just about the respect she's earned, it's about how she's passed on the torch to others. She remains a legend. But it's also clear that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's story is far from over. Her next chapter is one of leadership, advocacy, and continued inspiration for the world of sports. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce's legacy isn't just in the medals she's won or the records she's set. It's in the hearts and minds of the next generation of athletes who will continue to chase their dreams, inspired by the Pocket Rocket, who proved that with hard work, perseverance, and belief, anything is possible.
Here in the women's 100 meters heat 5, and they are away. Sha'Carri Richardson eases.
Sha'Carri Richardson is no stranger to the spotlight. She's captivated the world with her blistering speed, fearless personality, and unapologetic authenticity. But just when people thought they knew everything about her, she did something unexpected. She unleashed a powerful message that stunned everyone, not on the track, but far beyond it. It wasn't just another victory lap. This time, she chose a different kind of podium to deliver her message. A message that echoed louder than any medal could. This year marked the 50th anniversary of the Colgate Women's Games, the nation's longest-running indoor track and field series for girls and women. Founded in 1974 by Coach Fred Thompson with support from Colgate-Palmolive, the event is more than a competition. It's a movement, with over 100 educational scholarships awarded annually and a platform that has launched the careers of dozens of Olympians and national champions. The Games are a bedrock of opportunity for young female athletes across America, and for Sha'Carri Richardson, it was the perfect place to send a message that would ripple through generations. The Games have grown from humble beginnings in Brooklyn into a nationally respected institution. What makes them so special is the way they eliminate barriers for participants. The events are free, ensuring that no girl is turned away due to financial constraints. From elementary school runners to elite high school competitors, everyone has a lane. This inclusive spirit is part of why Richardson holds the Games so close to her heart. Sha'Carri took to Instagram, sharing a photo of herself at the Colgate Women's Games from her high school days. In it, she proudly wore her spikes and a gold medal. But it wasn't the photo that hit hardest, it was her caption. "The track has been a place where I can show up as myself." It reinforced what I've always known to be true, which is to work hard, stay true, and rise together. It was a simple message, yet it carried enormous weight. In a world where young athletes are often forced to choose between authenticity and acceptance, Sha'Carri's words became a beacon. She wasn't just reflecting on her past, she was paving the way for the future. Her journey to this moment has been anything but easy. From a high school prodigy to a collegiate standout at LSU, Richardson's rise came with both triumph and controversy. Her Olympic dreams were once put on pause due to a suspension that sparked national debate, yet she never let that moment define her. Instead, she used it as fuel to train harder, speak louder, and uplift more. Sha'Carri has always been known for her vibrant style and head-turning performances, but what she revealed through the Colgate Women's Games was her deeper mission: to lead, to mentor, and to empower. Proud to celebrate 50 years of the Colgate Women's Games, where mentorship, confidence, and community help the next generation shine on and off the track. She understands that real power isn't just crossing the finish line first, it's making sure someone else can line up at the start. She wants young athletes to know they can dream big, move with purpose, and most importantly, never compromise their truth to fit in. Sha'Carri Richardson's advocacy doesn't stop at national borders. In 2023, she made headlines again, not for a race, but for her presence at an F1 event. She was there not just to watch, but to support. Handing out trophies at the F1 Academy, she made her allegiance clear. I'm here supporting the young ladies here doing their thing. Speed everywhere. Speed all the way around. I continue to hope that this sport continues to grow and that they continue to show that ladies are powerful. It was more than just an appearance. It was a signal, a reminder that women belong in every fast lane, whether it's a track or a race circuit. Richardson didn't stop with F1. She took things a step further in 2025 by becoming the founding advisor owner of Athlos, a women-only track and field invitational created by Alexis Ohanian. Athlos wasn't just another meet, it was a revolution, a financial and cultural investment in women's sports, and Richardson was at the forefront. I am honored to continue to be a part of something that the next generation will continue to know and carry the torch and know that nothing can stop them. That statement wasn't just inspirational, it was declarative. It told every young girl watching that barriers were meant to be broken, not accepted. As the Paris Olympic silver medalist and 2023 world champion, Sha'Carri had every reason to rest on her achievements, but she chose a different path. Instead of letting medals do the talking, she chose her voice. In multiple interviews and social media posts, she has emphasized the importance of staying true to one's identity, and she's not afraid to call out conformity. I want them to know they can dream big, move with purpose, and never compromise their truth to fit in. It's that last part, never compromise their truth, that resonates most, because that's exactly what she's modeled her entire career on, through every controversy, every setback, and every victory. Sha'Carri has remained fiercely herself. What Richardson is doing is more than activism. It's a complete redefinition of what leadership looks like in sports. Not just being first, but being first for someone else. She doesn't just want to inspire the next generation. She wants to hand them the blueprint, one built on resilience, identity, and fearless authenticity. And she's doing it without waiting for approval. She's showing up, speaking out, and lifting up. Whether it's through the Colgate Games, Athlos, or her global appearances, she's turned the spotlight into a torch. The most stunning part of Sha'Carri's message isn't just what she says, it's how she lives it. She's shown the world that athletes are more than what the stopwatch says. They're leaders, they're mentors, they're game changers. And Richardson proves that the greatest impact doesn't always come with a gold medal. Sometimes it comes with a message. Her involvement in these events doesn't come without sacrifice. She trains, travels, and competes at the highest levels while still making time to stand on these platforms. That commitment alone reveals the depth of her passion for the cause. She also understands the weight of visibility. As a black woman in a predominantly white sport, she knows that her presence challenges norms and stereotypes. She embraces this role not with resentment, but with responsibility. Just recently, she made headlines again with a simple yet powerful post. I don't know who need to hear this, but I feel like all the football fans now, I'm just waiting for track season to come back. It wasn't just about missing the sport. It was a reminder that her presence is still felt, even when she's not racing, that she's still watching, still waiting, still ready. Her words also reflect the growing cultural impact of track and field, which traditionally doesn't receive the year-round spotlight like football or basketball. Richardson's personality and reach have brought fresh attention to the sport, creating anticipation even during its quiet seasons. And when that track season does return, so will Sha'Carri, faster, louder, and more unapologetic than ever. The Colgate Women's Games, F1 Academy, Athlos, these aren't just moments in her timeline. They're pillars of a legacy that continues to grow. A legacy that says you don't need to change to succeed. That authenticity isn't a weakness, but a weapon. Sha'Carri Richardson didn't just send a message. She unleashed a movement that challenges every young athlete to run with purpose, speak with conviction, and never dim their light. Because for Sha'Carri, the finish line was never the goal. It was only the beginning.
They're still side by side with 50. Lyles trying to find something. He stretches away. It is a global title again.
Noah Lyles just dropped the news no one saw coming, and it's shaking up the track world. After a season of dominance, drama, and record-shattering performances, the Sprint King revealed his nomination for the 2025 USATF Jesse Owens Male Athlete of the Year Award. But this isn't just another honor. It's the clearest sign yet that Lyles is rewriting what greatness looks like in track and field. Lyles, the reigning world champion in the 200 meters and anchor of the victorious 4x100-meter relay team at the 2025 World Athletics Championships in Tokyo, also secured a bronze medal in the 100 meters. These achievements, combined with an undefeated streak in the 200 meters throughout the season, solidified his place among the year's most dominant athletes. His nomination is a testament not just to raw speed, but to resilience, showmanship, and consistency at the elite level. Each year, the USATF Jesse Owens Award recognizes the most outstanding American male athlete in track and field, named after the legendary Jesse Owens, whose 1936 Olympic performances transcended sport. The award is one of the highest honors in American athletics. Past recipients include icons like Carl Lewis, Michael Johnson, and more recently, Christian Coleman and Grant Holloway. To be nominated is to be counted among the sport's titans. But for Lyles, 2025 was more than medals. It was a season of redemption. After an emotional roller coaster at the 2024 Paris Olympics, he won gold in the 100 meters by just 0.005 seconds, then collapsed after claiming bronze in the 200 meters due to a COVID-19 infection. Many wondered whether Lyles could regain top form. He answered with a vengeance. In the 100 meters, he posted a personal best of 9.81 in London before claiming a bronze medal in Tokyo with a time of 9.89. While he fell short of gold in the 100-meter final, his signature event, the 200-meter, was a different story. At the World Championships, he blasted down the straightaway in 19.52 seconds, claiming his fourth consecutive world title in the event, a feat matched only by Usain Bolt. The win was a loud statement. In the 200 meters, Noah Lyles still reigns supreme. And then came the 4x100-meter relay. As anchor, Lyles closed out the race in dramatic fashion, bringing the baton home in 37.29 seconds, securing another gold for Team USA. The performance echoed his 2023 triple gold performance in Budapest, where he won the 100 meters, 200 meters, and 4x100 meters. That kind of dominance is rare, and it's part of why his nomination feels like a formality, because Lyles didn't just compete, he commanded. The list of nominees for the 2025 award is impressive. Cordell Tinch, the 110-meter hurdles world and Diamond League champion, put together a season that included 4 of the year's 6 fastest times. Cole Hawker made history in the 5,000 meters, becoming the first American to win a world title in the event since Bernard Lagat in 2007. Ryan Crouser extended his legacy in the shot put with his 3rd consecutive world title, and Rai Benjamin owned the 400-meter hurdles, clocking 2 of the top 3 performances of the year. Still, Lyles' versatility and star power stand out. He doesn't just win. He wins with flair. Whether it's arriving at the track with anime-themed accessories or dancing after victories, Lyles understands the entertainment value of sport. He's become one of the most recognizable faces in track and field, not just in the US, but globally. Off the track, Lyles also made headlines for another reason: his engagement to Jamaican sprinter Junelle Bromfield. The couple, who share a deep connection over their love of the sport, announced their engagement in October 2024, with wedding plans reportedly already in motion. Lyles even teased wedding details in interviews, noting the ceremony would blend their cultures and passions. This human element, his vulnerability, openness about mental health, and authenticity makes Lyles more than just an athlete. He's a symbol of modern resilience. He's publicly discussed battling asthma, allergies, dyslexia, ADD, anxiety, and depression. Despite these challenges, or perhaps because of them, he's risen to the pinnacle of his sport.